Most people think hip problems come from tight muscles. But what if the real issue is that your hips only move in a few directions right now, even though they are designed for much more range? The hip joint is designed to move in 7 different ways. Most people regularly use maybe 3. The hip is a ball and socket joint, which means it's designed for freedom and adaptability. That's what allows us to walk, sit, rotate, climb, and reach to life. The human body is designed to use all 7 directions of movement, just like our close relatives in nature. But modern life pushes us into the same positions over and over again. Some movements get overused, others slowly disappear. When your hips lose movement options, the body starts compensating. That's usually when stiffness, discomfort, or pain shows up. Let's break down the 7 directions of hip movement, what they look like, and how they show up in normal everyday life. When we talk about directions of movement, we are simply describing how the thigh moves in relation to the hip joint. Hip flexion. Hip flexion is when the thigh moves forward toward the abdomen. Most of us spend a lot of time here. Hip extension. Hip extension is when the thigh moves behind the body. Many people feel this more in their lower back than in their hips. Hip abduction. Hip abduction is when the leg moves out to the side. It plays a big role in balance. Hip adduction. Hip adduction is when the leg moves back toward the midline. You use it every step you take, even if you never think about it. Hip internal rotation. Hip internal rotation is when the thigh rotates inward. It's one of the most overlooked hip movements. Hip external rotation. Hip external rotation is when the thigh rotates outward. Many people rely on this more than they realize. Circumduction. Circumduction is circular hip movement using all directions. Life doesn't move in straight lines, does it? In addition to the 7 directions of movement, we also need to think about compression and decompression. Compression happens when force goes into the hip, like when you're standing or walking. Decompression happens when the joint gets a break from that force, like when you're lying down or sitting. None of these movements are good or bad. Issues show up when we overuse a few directions and stop using the rest. Healthy hips aren't about extreme mobility. They're about having options and balance. All of these movements are essential for how we function as humans. Walking, running, changing direction, sitting, and moving through daily life. For now, I don't want you to change anything. Just start to notice how you move. Are you rushing from one movement to the next? Or can you slow down a little and observe each transition and each movement as it happens? This video is the foundation. From here, we can break down each movement in more detail, look at assessments, and talk about how to restore balance based on your lifestyle or training. If your hips feel stiff, painful, or unreliable, this is where the conversation starts. You don't have bad hips, you have limited movement options.